Hey SK fans, Leonix here. I'm joined by TSM Santorin, and they just won Week 3, Day 2 against Team Impulse. First, I gotta ask, how do you feel about that?
I feel really great because we saw TIP play yesterday and they played pretty well, so we were a bit afraid of them pulling out something new, but I feel like we handled them well.
I know this is your first interview. I want to get to the point, like, how does it feel to join such a legacy in the esports scene? I know that you came from Team Coast and all the way from Europe, but being Danish and joining Bjergsen, right? Like, how does that feel?
It feels really great. I mean, on Coast, I still felt like I was in the scene, but now I feel like I'm like the top of the scene, and it's like really great to be here.
Did you give it any reconciliation, or did you mesh really well with Bjergsen, just coming from a Danish background?
Yeah, we love the same stuff. We just mesh together instantly. We talk Danish to each other, and it's really nice because when I came to North America, it was only Bjergsen who was like Danish back then, and he was not on my team, so we just like typed a bit. So now it's like we can talk in person, and it's really nice.
You play against Team Impulse, coming to the scene. Do you have any like particular strategy for yourself? I know that you picked Vi against Team Impulse.
I was pretty sure that they would take Larsen because I played it yesterday and he did too. And then I wrote a tweet on Twitter that said like, "Who's gonna get Larsen?" So I was like pretty sure he was gonna take Larsen. And I feel like Vi is really strong against Larsen, and I feel like we had the better late game comp, so it's just like play for late game.
Now that you've come to play more in the LCS, and do you still feel that you have land jitters, or does it bring more of a play style out of you, or?
I don't feel like nervous on the stage anymore, so I feel like I can play my own game more. Like in scrims, you always play like 100%, and on stage you normally play a bit worse because you're just like nervous. But I'm not nervous anymore, so I'm looking for a great season.
How does it feel to go against what Meteos and Rush and all these other top tier junglers in the LCS? Does that kind of like give you like nervous, or do you just play like, oh, they're just another jungler that I have to go against?
I'm just playing like the another jungler. The first game we played against Cloud9, I was a bit nervous against Meteos. That was my first game, my debut game, and I was like a bit nervous. But now I feel like my team is always gonna be on my back, so I just play it like it's just another jungler.
What's your relationship besides Bjergsen? What's your relationship with like the organization of TSM? Maybe a couple of other different players. What's that like?
I like my entire organization. Like I'm pretty good friends with Reginald, Dan, and then also I feel like all from the team we mesh up together really well. Like even though we're from like completely different parts of the world, which is really cool. And then we got the new Counter-Strike team, and they're all Danish, so it's just even better.
Yes, right. All from EU. Okay, that's awesome. Now that you're on TSM, do you have any like future aspirations, succeeding well, or what can we expect from TSM Santorin?
I'm expecting to play better than I've done so far already, and I feel like we should like. I hope to play good at Worlds too. I hope we get to Worlds and play really well at Worlds, and hopefully get number one.
Speaking of going to Worlds and whatnot, I know the previous guy, amazing, played for TSM. How does it feel fulfilling those shoes? Do you feel that, you guys actually have similar play styles, like, right? Was that intentional for the TSM organization?
They knew we played the same way. We had scrim beforehand, like when I was on coast, so they knew how I was playing, and that was like the first thing going into it. And then also I played with a lot of the TSM guys beforehand, so they knew I was like, okay, good, whatever. And filling the shoes were like a big part for me because I know Amazing is a great jungler. Like he's mechanically a god, so I had big shoes to fill.
Do you have any shout-outs to fans or anything like that for maybe even EU?
I want to shout out to my fans out there, my sponsors, and definitely my friends and family too, because they've supported me throughout the entire time and they support everything I do. So I'm really happy for that.
Very, very cool. Very cool. If you want any more coverage just like this, be sure to check out SK Gaming on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Other than that, until next time.